This girl has a bizarre condition. Whenever her emotions run high, her body transforms into a monster, and if she gets pushed far enough, she can turn into a Godzilla-sized creature, hundreds of meters tall. It's been a constant struggle for her to keep her emotions in check. Sophia has deliberately made herself into an outcast, avoiding contact with others as much as possible. To her classmates, she's just the weird girl who's always ducking into the bathroom, but the truth is, that's when her body starts turning monstrous. After all, emotions aren't something you can just control. Whenever it happens, she puts on some music and pictures her favorite foods to calm herself down, and eventually her body goes back to normal. But today, while Sophia was relaxing at her secret hideout, the school's most popular guy suddenly showed up. She never imagined she'd have anything to do with someone like that, but he didn't seem to care about keeping his distance, and kept coming over to talk to her. The shock of it was more than she could handle, and her emotions spiraled out of control. That's when Leo spoke up. Turns out he'd been dealing with his own problem because he was so good looking. People were always sneaking photos of him. The bragging tone of it immediately rubbed Sophia the wrong way. If you don't want people taking your picture, just tell them no. She figured that would show him she wasn't someone to mess with. But instead, Leo looked at her like he was genuinely impressed, as if she just said something profound. Seeing how sincere he looked left her completely speechless. Since it was getting cold out, before he left, Leo even gave her his scarf. A popular guy being this nice to someone as much of an outsider as her, Sophia's first thought was that he was just looking for a change of pace. So she threw the scarf right back over his head and told him she didn't need it because honestly, it was messing with her emotions way too much. Sure enough, her body started turning monstrous again. This time was strange, though it took forever for the transformation to wear off. And stranger still, first thing the next morning, Leo came looking for her again, this time to take her out for dessert. She heard there'd be other people there, and since dessert happened to be her favorite thing in the world, she said yes. But once she got there, she realized she'd been set up. The other people had all supposedly bailed at the last minute, which meant this was basically just a date. Still, she couldn't resist the pull of dessert, so she went inside with Leo anyway. The dessert came out fast, and Sophia couldn't wait to dig in. It was the first time Leo had ever seen her make that kind of adorable face. As it turned out, in Leo's eyes, Sophia had always been kind of amazing. The way she didn't care one bit what anyone thought of her. That whole outcast look of hers, to him, it just looked like someone fully living out her own style. The sudden compliment made Sophia's face turn red instantly. That's when Leo showed her a photo from back in middle school, when he'd been overweight and had zero confidence, and as a result, he hadn't had a single friend during that whole stretch of his life. To make sure he never gained the weight back, he'd been too scared to eat dessert ever since. Sophia told him she genuinely didn't care about his body. There had to be people out there just like her, standing right next to him, so she wanted Leo to stop running from the thing he actually loved. After that, the two of them spent the rest of the day wandering around together, and before they knew it, the hours had flown by. Maybe it was all the emotional whiplash from the day catching up with her, but Sophia started feeling unbearably hot all over. Right as they were about to head back, they ran into some girls from her class, and the second the girls spotted Leo with that freak, they froze in shock. Their first assumption was that Sophia had been stalking him. Word spread fast, and passersby started staring too, sending Sophia into a full-blown panic. Just as Sophia braced herself for the gossip to hit, Leo tightened his grip on her hand, tearing apart the rumor those girls were about to spread with one simple act. But with her emotions swinging so wildly, Sophia finally lost her grip entirely. She could feel it coming, the transformation, and this time it was stronger than ever before. She made up some excuse to slip away, desperate to find somewhere empty where she could calm down. But halfway there, she couldn't hold it back any longer. Without thinking, she gripped the handrail so hard it snapped clean off, and then she tumbled straight into the river. With her mind still replaying that moment their hands touched, her body was already changing violently. It didn't take long before a massive Godzilla-like creature rose up out of the water, seemingly out of nowhere. Leo, who happened to be out looking for her at that exact moment, froze at the sight. Beside him, a living, breathing monster, hundreds of meters tall, right in front of him. Of course, he had no idea it was Sophia, a giant monster appearing in the middle of the city. The shocking news exploded across every video platform's trending page within minutes. To protect the public, the military scrambled a wave of fighter jets and launched an assault, but it didn't do a thing. To Sophia, it just felt like someone scratching an itch. The military tried missiles next, but even a weapon with that kind of destructive power didn't register as pain to her at all. All the noise around her, though, was seriously ruining her good mood. Just as she was about to swat a jet out of the sky, she suddenly spotted Leo down below, and the sheer terror on his face was enough to snap her back to her senses instantly. That's when Sophia finally took in her surroundings. Seeing herself in this form, she finally understood she really had turned into a monster. She couldn't bear the thought of Leo seeing her looking like this, so she dove straight down into the river. Luckily, the water was deep enough, and within moments, her massive form had vanished from sight. Leo was left with this strange, nagging feeling like the monster's eyes had locked onto his, just for a second, right before it disappeared. Not long after, Sophia finally managed to fully calm down. her body shifted back to normal, and she made it to the riverbank, but by then she had absolutely nothing left in her. The next thing she knew, she woke up back at home, and for a moment, it all felt like it might have just been some strange dream from the night before, but once she caught the news that day, she realized none of it had been a dream at all. She really had turned into a monster yesterday, and now the whole world was talking about it. Miraculously, there hadn't been a single casualty, but the incident had still caught the full attention of the authorities. Right at that moment, Sophia's mother spoke up, her face full of panic.
あの怪獣は